This is our Week in Review newscast for the week of November 13th through the 20th. In world news, Egypt plunges into more turmoil as violence from police forces pits Cairo citizens against the government once again. Also in world news, Muammar Gaddafi's son has been captured in Libya. Also, hundreds of Afghanistan students created a blockade to protest a pact that would allow the U.S. to remain in Afghanistan after the planned 2014 transfer of power. In a move to gain ties with the Asian communities in the Pacific, President Obama flew to China. He returned today, November 20th, and declared the trip successful. In Spain, the public elects a conservative political party over a socialist government in hopes that they will be able to help with the debt crisis that the nation is currently facing. In news in the United States, talks between lawmakers begin to break down as they face the deadline on getting a deal done to try to reduce the national deficit. Also, a man was arrested today in New York in connection with a plot to plant bombs in New York post offices and police stations. 2012 presidential candidate Mitt Romney gains heavy endorsements in New Hampshire as he visited there this past week. Their revolving Penn State scandal is once again making headlines. It has been discovered that payments from Sandusky's charity was making payments to Penn State as recently as 2009 for sports camps. This coming after there was a reported ban on Sandusky from ex-athletic director Tim Curley on Sandusky bringing any children on Penn State campus. On to sports in our nation, a big shakeup has been seen in the NCAA's AP poll as a number of teams in the top 10 were upset in games over the weekend. Most notable of these upsets were Idaho State over number 2 ranked Oklahoma State, USC over number 4 ranked Oregon, and number 22 ranked Baylor over number 5 ranked Oklahoma. Through these upsets, the NCAA also faces the question of who will be the national title contenders. Usually the BCS system picks the top 2 teams in the nation, but usually these 2 teams are from different conferences. However, this year, the top 3 ranked teams as of right now are in the SEC West. Only LSU has a shot at the SEC title against Georgia. Does this mean that the national championship will be an LSU-Alabama rematch? Or will Alabama lose their shot at revenge due to a controversial BCS system, which has been known to make controversial decisions? More in the world of college football news, Miami University, commonly known as the U, has withdrawn itself from bowl consideration in the midst of scandals discovered earlier in the season. Also in college sports this past week, Coach Mike Krzyzewski of Duke University, also known as Coach K, received his 903rd win in a win over Michigan State. This made him the winningest coach in Division I college basketball history. In attendance was former record holder Bob Knight, who was also Coach Krzyzewski's coach at West Point College, where he played basketball, and head coach when Coach K was his assistant at Indiana. In Kentucky, it's been a quiet week as the governor's race concluded with the re-election of Democrat Steve Beshear. Some tragic news out of Shelbyville as an 18-year-old was fatally shot in a confrontation with Shelbyville police officers. Lexington has also been rather quiet this week. However, Triangle Park has reopened its ice skating rink once again as the temperatures have begun to fall and winter gets closer to us with every passing day. While Kentucky and Lexington have been quiet, the University of Kentucky has been anything but. UK has been in the news for awards in sports the past week. For the award, Professor Nikki Finney wins National Book Award for her poetry. Also, UK plans to run shuttle buses for students who are planning to go home for the Thanksgiving holiday. In sports news for UK Hoops beat Southern Mississippi 88-71. During the game, junior guard Adia Matthews scored her 1,000th point. Wildcats' football streak of 5 consecutive bowl visits will come to an end this year as the Cats couldn't overcome Georgia in a 19-10 loss Saturday. To be bowl eligible, teams must have 6 wins, with the Cats now being 4-7 and only 1 game left. The Cats have no hope. In basketball news, the Cats won 3 games over the past week. One coming against number 11 ranked Kansas, the other 2 coming in an 85-47 rout over Penn State, and a 62-52 win over Old Dominion in what was a very physical game and a true test for the Young Cat squad. That's your week in review, and this is Tyler McAdams signing off until next time.